you succeed, stranger. I can't...
You have been good to your word. You are welcome at the Temple of the Union anytime. Take these schematics as a token of our gratitude. Later.
Wait to set up a school for freed slaves.
It's great to see you again.
Thanks to you, we're rebuilding the memorial.
I am most honored.
Where?
Glad that's over.
Ain't no reason to stick around here, is there?
You again!
Keep it on the level, and everything...
Searching for a friend out in the wastes? No one... Have a look. See if anything calls out to you. Give me a shout if you need anything else. Yes.
Everything will be fine.
You won't get away with that.
can't talk now. They're fighting. This is awesome.
Your pathetic tin cans are no match for my army.
Who dares interrupt the antagonizer? Speak on! Who dares interrupt?
We'll see about that.
Can't talk now, citizen. I must be leaving.
Do not
Be safe.
interfere with security. Do not jitters.
Who dares interrupt the antagonizer? Speak on! Face it, Mechanist. Humans and their toys are done for. They killed themselves off with their petty wars.
Humans may be weak sometimes, but our creations are strong and pure. Something you'll never be.
Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you? I'd like to apologize for the rude welcome. Those two have been a bit of a problem lately. Name's Rowe. Uncle Rowe to most. Welcome to Canterbury Commons. For what that's worth. That must be the 20th time I've seen those two go at it. There are problem citizens, the Mechanist and the Ant Agonizer. A while ago, we were attacked by the Ant Agonizer. That woman with the ants, obviously. The Mechanist saved the town with his robots. That was all well and good, but I swear their fights are getting bigger and it's been driving off the merchants. They simply won't leave. Oh, that's terrific. I knew you'd help out. Knew it in my gut, and it's never steered me wrong on a deal yet. Find where the Ant Agonizer and the Mechanist hide and convince them to stop or otherwise end their hostility, and you'll earn 200 caps. You only need to stop one of them, really. Nowadays, I think they only stay in Canterbury to fight each other. You drive a hard bargain, friend. But seeing how we haven't been able to solve the problem ourselves, fine. You've got a deal. But I expect results. Oh, and please do try to use some discretion. We already have plenty of would-be heroes starting wars in our streets. We don't need another. If it'll help, I'm glad to. But one day there was a crazy woman leading a bunch of ants into town. She said humanity was dead and the ants would inherit the earth, stuff like that. Well, that gave Dom plenty of time to line up a shot or two on the ants. She ran away, but every once in a while she'd stage an attack again. She wasn't much of a threat then. In fact, she was sort of entertaining at first. Gave everyone in town something to talk about. But when the Mechanists started fighting her, things got bad. Ants are easy to shoot, but add robots with lasers, and it got real nasty. The Mechanist used to be our town mechanic, Scott Walensky. Quiet guy, but plenty fierce with a wrench and some solder. Guy used to take care of a robot that protected the town until it got torn up in one of the Ant Agonizer's lame little attacks. I guess he took it personal because he made a mechanical suit and called himself the Mechanist, said he would lead a robot army to fight her. Now he doesn't even respond to his name, and his robot army is more dangerous to the town than the ants ever were. My nephew Derek might know more about them. I swear it's all I can do to keep him from running into the fight whenever they come out. He might know more about where you can find them, but don't encourage the poor boy. He's had enough close calls. I most heartily agree. Glad to help, glad to help. You'll want to talk with Joe Porter over in Dot's Diner. I don't know who Dot was, but I'm sure Porter's food does her memory proud. When they're in town, you can find the caravan trader out front of the town. They say it's a good way to catch a visitor's eye. Enjoy! Ha! Damn near everything, I suspect. I founded the place myself, and I'm the reason this place stays fat and happy. Because I asked them to, I suspect. I grew up in these trade caravans, known most of them my whole life. I founded this place with my sister Daisy back in the day. Perfect stop along the caravan circuit. They're just small caravans that make rounds through the wastes, hawking their wares from Paradise Falls to Rivet City. They won't trade with anyone who's hit their friends, but that's about as organized as they get. I had thought about it, but some of these wasteland traders, well, they aren't exactly the organizational type. It'd take a pretty savvy businessman to make it worth their while to work together. Frankly, I'm not sure even I'm up to the task. I think you're right. And the specialization might play to their eccentricities. It could work. And I could act as their representative in this matter. Goodness knows I've known them for years, so I should be able to speak for them. Just let me know what you suggest in the way of specialties, and I'll let them know to focus on that area. Then you'd be looking for Lucky Harith, adventurer, martial artist, and occasional collector of the most deadly items known to mankind. He's a bit of an eccentric, but he deals in more weaponry than you can shake a sharp stick at. In fact, he's probably got a sharp stick, too. Harith's got quite a lot of weapons, but I'm sure he could improve his stock. An investment of 200 caps should see to that nicely. Excellent! Harith will be delighted. He usually is by most things, really. If Harith were a less reputable man, I'm sure he could use his armory to collect even more weapons. But he's a merchant, not a raider, so it's legitimate means only. Like a legitimate investment of 500 caps. An investment in weaponry is usually returned in short order, after all. I'll inform Harith. That simply isn't feasible, I'm afraid. Harith's gear already rivals some mercenary armies. Anything further would be asking for trouble. Sure thing. Our man Crow handles most armor and clothing out on the trail. He grew up a tribal, but he traded in his loincloth for much snappier apparel long ago. It takes a fair amount of capital to expand into higher quality material, you know. Improving Crow's wardrobe would require a one-time investment of, say, 200 caps. Excellent. I'll send word to Crow right away. Sure thing. Interested in any of the other traders? Ah, then you'll be wanting Doc Hoff, or the Good Doctor, as he prefers. He prescribes everything from a good meal to stim packs to things that'll make your brain get up and dance. The Good Doctor's lab equipment isn't cheap. It'll cost about 200 caps for him to offer higher quality material. Yes, it is, but if you don't have the capital, it'll have to wait. That'd be Crazy Wolfgang. He does repairs and general supplies, but he prefers to call himself a junk dealer. As he says, he's overjoyed to assist those who have a deep need for his junk. He's just like that. Says it catches people's attention. With an investment of about 200 caps, I'm sure he could improve the quality of his materials, or at least offer more of them. You can usually find one of the trade caravans at the entrance to town. They come through every day or two. Other than them, Porter's always got food for sale down at the diner. We used to have a better mechanic, but that didn't work out so well. I'll see what I can do. Good luck with those two troublemakers.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Fine. Hi. Whatever. I'm Machete, and I've got better things to do than talk with you. Scram. Good guess. I was the toughest defender they ever saw in Lamplight. I earned my nickname fighting off a mole rat with a knife as big as my arm. When I left, I figured I'd pass on a cushy place like Big Town. I ended up here. Dom took me on as a guard, and that's that. I know Dom doesn't want me just killing them. He and the Mechanist used to be friends or something. All I know is, next time they come to town, I bet I could solve the whole problem with one bullet for each of them. Busy. Go ask someone else. This whole place would fall apart if it weren't for Dom and me keeping anyone from causing too much trouble. fat old Roe may think he runs the place, but it's only because Dom lets the idiot.
Yeah, you need something?
Hey everybody, this is Three Dog, your friendly neighborhood
I hope
disc
things are
jockey.
going well with
What
you
the
today, sir.
hell if I know, but I'm gonna keep talking anyway.
You're listening to the adventures of me, Herbert Daring Dashwood, and my stalwart ghoul manservant, Argyle. Today's episode, In the Black Widow's Web. Well, those super mutants are persistent, if nothing else. A word of advice, keep running!
In those hills up there, isn't that where the hidden village of Rockopolis is located? If only we knew where it was.
Turns out you're in good company, Miss Chase. Argyle and I are old friends of Rockopolis. Know the secret knock and everything.
Boss, that's privileged information. You can't just...
Now, old chum. Miss Chase is hardly going to violate the secrets of Rockopolis. Isn't that right, Miss Chase? Besides, necessity calls.
So you do know where it is. Well, come on then. Those super mutants can't be far behind.
Just over here, this large boulder. And now, the secret knock. And voila!
Now that's what I call a getaway, Daring. So tell me, do you take all your girlfriends here?
Oh, no, Miss Chase. I can assure you this will be our special place.
Listen to yourself, boss. This is Rockopolis, one of the safest places in the wasteland, and you just showed a stranger where it is.
Ignore my manservant's mutterings, Penelope. He has a penchant for the dramatic, you see. By one time...
Oh, I don't know, Daring, darling. I find the ghoul's instincts to be frighteningly accurate.
Here I thought we were friends, and now you have a gun in my face.
Huh? Yeah. I sure am. Well, all right. Let me count out your caps.
About 30 seconds, my associates from Paradise Falls will join us.
I knew it. I knew this date was no good. But it's worse than I thought. She's the Black Widow, the leader of the slavers.
Quite right. We've been trying to capture these Rockopolis rodents for years. Never could have done it without you, Daring.
Looks like I've gotten this into one heck of a pickle, Argyle, old chum. One heck of a pickle indeed. Be sure and tune in.
got the stuff. I got the caps. A match made it. So, what did you bring me? God damn, are you one ugly son of a bitch. Cut it out. God damn, are you one ugly son of a bitch.
Oh man, did you see it? Did you see it? The antagonizer was all like, "Fear me!" But the mechanist was all, "Stop, evildoer!" The antagonizer, she's this evil supervillain who's trying to wipe out humans with her ants. And the mechanist protects us with his robots. And when they fight in town, it's incredible! There's all these lasers and biting and blood, and it's crazy! And then my uncle says I need to stay inside. He says it's dangerous. This is serious business, Derek. You think they're neat too, huh? It's not like they ever hurt anyone. Well, not like really badly hurt or anything. Dom and Machete make sure that everyone gets inside when they fight like that. Though sometimes I sneak out to watch. The traders and the slavers and the raiders, they don't like the antagonizer or the mechanist. They say they're bad for business. But that's dumb. The ants and the robots rip them to shreds. That shows them. You mean the superheroes? Yeah, I'll try to watch all of their fights. I don't know much about her except she really, really doesn't like people. That's kinda cool. I mean, sometimes people are jerks. I think her lair is somewhere in the caves to the north of the city. I've seen her ants down there once in a while. Joe Porter said he found out something about her, but my uncle won't let him tell me. He says, don't encourage the poor boy. I knew the mechanist back when he was just a normal hero. He used to be called Scott. Then he fixed up stuff around town. But one day, the antagonizer killed his favorite robot, and I told him he ought to fight back against her like a real superhero. Ever since then, he's been up on his forge and the back of the robot shop on the hill, working to protect us all from the antagonizer. No way! Don't stop them, they're awesome! Unless maybe you're going to be a superhero too. You could be called Super Humongous and fight them with an army of super mutants. Well, okay. Uncle Ro and I live in the Old Town Hall, and Mr. Porter runs the diner across the street. It's not really a big place, you know? It's okay, I guess. I heard it's safer than most places, because the raiders don't bother us. But I've never been anywhere else, so I don't know. Say hi to the mechanist for me.
Hey.
I'm watching you. With all of that fighting, I never did get to give you the official welcome to the town, did I? Welcome to Canterbury Commons, home of traders, caravanners, and most of all of excellent bargains. Here for business or pleasure? Damn near all of them, depending on which caravan's in town. Guns, armor, food, junk. Pretty much everyone swings by the old circle eventually. Everyone but slavers, that is. It's a hassle to transport their wares, as they say. Just as well, eh? Anything else I can do to welcome you to town? Sure thing. Which one would you like? Then you'd be... That's... Oh, he grew up... Crow's armor is already rather extensive, but I'm sure it could be even more impressive for a one-time investment of 500 caps. Isn't it, though? I'll send this right along to Crow. At this point, the merchandise of our man Crow is the best in the wasteland. I fear it's beyond improvement with further investments. All right. Sure thing. Ah, then you'll be wanting Doc Hoff. He prescribes everything from a good meal to stim packs to things that'll make your brain get up and dance. The good doctor's lab equipment isn't cheap. It'll cost about 200 caps for him to offer higher quality material. Excellent. I'll send word to the good doctor right away. At this point, it would be hard to improve Doc's medicine cabinet without a significant investment. Say 500 caps should suffice for him to offer a whole cornucopia of pharmacopoeia. Isn't it, though? I'll send this right along to him. As much as it hurts me to say it, there's really only so much that money can buy. The good doctor's supply cannot be improved at this point. Sure. That'd be Crazy Wolfgang. He does repairs and general supplies, but he prefers to call himself a junk dealer. As he says, he's overjoyed to assist those who have a deep need for his junk. He's just like that. Says it catches people's attention. With an investment of about 200 caps, I'm sure he could improve the quality of his materials, or at least offer more of them. Excellent. I'll see to it right away. At this point, it would require another pack Brahmin to carry his wares. But for 500 caps, I think he could offer more. Isn't it, though? I'll inform Wolfgang immediately. At the moment, Wolfgang's practically carrying an entire junkyard with him. Anything more, and he'll have trouble with the traveling part of being a traveling salesman. All right. I can give...
Newcomer to town, huh? Well, I'm Dominic Delasadro, and welcome to Canterbury Commons. Try to ignore the idiots in the costumes. Popular activities around town are trading, listening to row yap, and burying thieves in unmarked graves. Of course, we ran out of thieves to bury long ago. Saw to it myself. Might be a dead art, unless you're planning on stealing anything. When I can find time for it, sure. In the gardening business, it's the personal touches that make all the difference. Anyway, welcome to town. Don't cause trouble. Threats of violent justice, so on, so forth. You look like you know the drill. Ro hired you to put a stop to their shit, did he? Guess he finally listened when I told him I haven't got the time to do it myself. It's easy enough to hide inside when those two square off, but they're only getting worse about it all. I don't know who she is, other than a crazy with an ant suit and a chip on her shoulder for humanity. She wasn't much trouble by herself, really. Her attacks were a joke, but at least stories of her kept some of the raiders at bay. If it helps, she was always attacking from the Warrens up north. Maybe you can find her ant nest in there. You mean Scott Walensky? I refuse to call him by that ridiculous name just because his head got a screw loose. He used to be a damn good friend, and not just because he fixed my guns up. Now he spends all his time up in that bot shop, just thinking about fighting that ant agonizer. Hardly even recognizes his own name anymore. If you could just make either one of them stop fighting, it'd do the trick. You probably wouldn't have to worry about the other one. I can't imagine Scott attacking the town with his robots, and that ant agonizer girl was never much more than a sideshow freak by herself. Ro may prefer that you're thorough, but all I care about is that you get the job done, one way or the other. Fine by... What you want to... No problem. What are you looking for? Go talk with Porter over in the diner. He'll set you right for food. You can find them out front. If you didn't see them coming in, that probably means they're all out on trips. If you're not in a hurry, you can wait a day or two. They'll be back around in time. Stay out of... Canterbury's a good town. Ro's done a damned good job setting up the place, and no one can handle the day-to-day details like him. But when it comes to the big stuff, that's when he needs a little help. That's where I come in. Life and death matters. Putting down thieves. Protecting people from raiders who are short-sighted or stupid enough to attack, that sort of thing. Pretty much. Anything the man can't solve by talking at it. And don't misunderstand. He can solve a lot of things that way. I'm about the rarest thing out here in the wastes. A mercenary who lived long enough to retire. I used to sell my services around here, so it was a natural place to settle down. Not a bad sort of retirement, honestly. If you're done asking questions, I'm sure there's something I should be keeping an eye on. Later.
Just stumbled into town? You sure picked a fine day for it, with the crazies out there. Here, have a drink on the house. Welcome to Canterbury. I'm Joe Porter. I make sure folks around here can get a meal when they need it. We do our best. Well, Dom and Ro do their best. I just make sure they've got enough food so they can keep on doing their best. You ever find yourself starving around here, drop by Dot's Diner. We don't charge much, but don't expect any more freebies. You mean apart from having cheesy names? Actually, I think I might know something useful. One of the traders told me she sounded like a girl he used to know. Girl's whole family was wiped out by ants, not long before she showed up here. But they never found any trace of her body. Said her name was Tanya Kristoff. That might just be our little antagonizer. Sure thing. Where are you headed? You certainly came to the right person. What'd you like? Thanks. They usually sell their stuff out front of the town. Never seem to stick around for long, though. I swear, those boys can't tolerate staying in one place for too long. See you around. Best place I ever worked in, and I guess I've worked about everywhere there is. We get some weird types passing through, but it's stable enough for a guy to make an honest living. I don't really see what more a man could ask for. Take a look. Let me know what you want. Bye.
So at last, you've penetrated the court of the antagonizer, queen of all ants. Were you sent by that meddling mechanist? He'll learn that no one can stand before my royal regimen of fighting ants. Explain yourself. Why shouldn't I have my pretties kill you where you stand? This is an unexpected surprise. A human who understands its place. One who realizes that ants are destined to walk this land, while humans and their toys are destined only to rot beneath it? Perhaps even a human who wants to join the winning side, yes? One that would humbly beg admittance to the Ant Queen's court? You're wrong. Humans are cruel, hurtful beasts. They can't be saved. We can't be. I can't go back. But I can't keep doing this. I can't be as bad as they were. Not if someone like you believes in me. Please, I think I've made some terrible mistakes. If you really think I still have a chance, just let me go. I'll give you the suit. No one ever has to see the antagonizer again. Just please, let me have another chance. What? No! Aha! So at last, you've Ha ha! You would walk here and presume to command me? Humanity's time has come to an end. Your kind died because it knew only petty bickering and wars. But not so, the noble ant. It works with its brethren, knowing only loyalty and duty. And this is why they have grown, while humanity crumbled. Once I've finished with that pathetic mechanist, I will be free to spread my colonies across the wastes. You're wrong. Humans are I can't. Please, I think I've made some terrible mistakes. If you really think I still have a chance, just let me go. I'll give you the suit. No one ever has to see the antagonizer again. Just please, let me have another chance. Thank you. I don't know how I can just thank you. Please, just leave me alone. I want to leave all this behind me. Please, just leave me alone. I want to leave all this behind me. Please, just leave me alone. I want to leave all this behind me.
Good to see you again, friend. Good to see you again, friend.
Hey.
Now, some music.
How may I serve you, master? I hope things are going well for you today, sir.
My super spy bots tell me that the antagonizer has been defeated. I trust I have you to thank for this. Congratulations. But I really must make sure her suit is destroyed, lest it fall into even more evil hands. Bring me the foul antagonizer's armor, and we can talk further. Until then, leave me be. I must neutralize the antagonizer's suit. When you've removed it from her vile corpse, bring it to me.
How may I serve you? You master?
Oh, hey! Kinda big. See?
Well done! You have defeated the vile antagonizer, and you've brought back her suit so that we may destroy the last taint of her villainy. Hand it to me, and I'll make sure that no one else can ever bear the mantle of the foul antagonizer. Quickly then. Evil never pauses to contemplate its actions, so I see little reason that we should either. Is that true? Have I really become a bigger problem for the town than her? Am I really the villain here? Does this mean I should stop myself? I guess I could just give up my suit and stop being the mechanist. But I couldn't face the town after causing that much trouble. Here, please, take the suit. I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone. I've got a lot to think about.
What can old Uncle Ro do for you today? That's grand. I do believe it's fair to say you've saved Canterbury. And unlike that mechanist, you did so with significantly less stress all around. Now, I do believe this is our agreed-upon payment for your fine services rendered, and a little bonus as a special thank you. Be back.
You okay? Yes?
What? Good. What?
Yes?
And here you are. The spirits have blessed me with many gifts, but you have given the more marketable gift of monetary investment. Please accept this offering, a mask and helmet made from the hide of the wisest spirits of the wind. May it benefit you as fully as it has myself. Walk.
Gary. 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 Gary!
Of the capital wasteland, it is I, Three Dog, your ruler. Hear me and obey. Oh, sorry, that's that other radio station. Ah, yes, time for the news. Okay, it seems the settlement of Grey Ditch has gone quiet. Residents haven't come out to trade with the caravanners, and attempts to make contact have been met with silence. So if you're out by Grey Ditch, you may want to pop in and see what's what. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now, some music.
Well, sir.
How may I serve?
Gary! Gary! Ah, Gary. Gary! Oh. Gary!
sir. May I suggest you utilize your infirmary?
Hello, Capital Wasteland. This is Three Dog. Ow! Coming to you loud and proud from Galaxy News Radio. Seems we've got a bit of news. Just listen to this. The devil walks among us, children.
I
Oh,
hope
they
things are
may
going
look
well.
like it. Got some great news out of the town of Megaton.
Good to see you
Turns
alive
out
and
the live
well,
atomic
sir.
bomb in the town center has finally been deep-sixed for good. The town sheriff, one Lucas Sims, commissioned the one, the only lone wanderer from Vault 101 to disarm the nasty nuke. And the kid delivered. Hey, nice work, 101. Next time you're in the neighborhood, pop into the studio. Old Three Dogs Toaster's been on the fritz. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Time once again for an important GNR public service announcement. Just a friendly reminder to all you would-be bigots out there, ghouls are people too. You see, children, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die. Sure, they may look like hideous zombies from an old monster flick, but their hearts, their souls, their tears are all very much human. So please, if you meet one of the Capital Wasteland's mini ghouls, leave your prejudice at the door and your pistol in its holster. Ah yes, one important caveat, kiddies. Those feral ghouls that prefer the dark, dank underground, they are basically mindless zombies, so kill as many as you damn well please. Now, some music. Leave your prejudice at the door and your pistol in its holster. Ah yes, one important caveat, kiddies. Those feral ghouls that prefer the dark, dank underground, they are basically mindless zombies, so kill as many as you damn well please. Now, some music.
Oh, hey! Kind of...
Whoa.
A slave?
another shower storm. Another shower storm. Into each line, some rain must fall.
hoping for a fight, but I remember things from before. I think I knew a woman, or maybe I was around mine. No more games. Time to die. No more games. Time to die. over!
because 1 dog ain't enough, and 2 is too low, it's me, 3 dog. How you kids handling post-apocalyptia today? Seems we've got a bit of news. Just listen to this. The devil walks among us children. Oh, he may look like us, but he calls hell home. He is legion, and his deeds are legend. Like this one. Got some great news out of the town of Megaton. Turns out the live atomic bomb in the town center has been deep sixed for good. The town sheriff, one Lucas Sims, commissioned the one, the only lone wanderer from Vault 101 to disarm the nasty dude. And the kid delivered. Hey, nice work, 101. Next time you're in the neighborhood, pop into the studio. Old 3 dogs, Toaster's been on the fritz. Until next time, this is 3 Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now, some music.
Are the dustiest, the winds are the dustiest, the gates are the rustiest, the bars are the crustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest. Back home, the trees are the sappiest, the days are the nappiest, the dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest.
Oh, hey! Unless... See ya!
Come out, wherever you are. I found you! Yeah!
Crazy calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love. Oh my. Like the wind that shifts about. He moves with a smile. population that civilization is trying.
I'll wear your balls around you!
Elected at all? That I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected. Sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president. Because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eaton, signing off. One of my inspirations. Mouth your president, John Henry Eaton, straight to your heart. Courage and perseverance have a magical talisman, before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish into the air. This is President Eaton, and you're listening to Enclave Radio. The voice of
Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now listen close for this important public service announcement. Don't feed the Yao Guai, that is all. Now, some music.
Yes?
How may I serve you, master?